I'm Jacob.
And if you're wondering why I'm dressed so weird, it's Spirit Week at high school.
I didn't have that much spirit. But anyways, we just want to give you an update of how Bridge Creek Robotics is going. So, let's go in and see.
It wouldn't be able to wobble either this way or that way, so the gears won't slip, and actually solved our problem. Cool. And then we originally just had this piece right here hooked onto into this, and it was doing that. Since there's only 30 seconds in the end game, it took 11 seconds to raise the flag. Yeah. So we thought that's a lot of our time. That's a huge third, plus getting onto it and leaving it. So we doubled our speed, making it approximately 5.5 seconds by gearing up from, because this is a ratio of these is 2 to 1. Yeah. Over, because these are already in the set, and so we actually doubled our speed. Cool. And then our idea for the arm was, what were those things we were going to buy?
We got some slide rails.
Yes.
So that there's a gear on the back, and as it runs, it runs up.
Yeah, and then we would do that, hook onto it, and then just it would pull itself down, and then it theoretically should pull it just the entire robot up. Oh, and that's what we were going to do for that. We did this design was if it was connected directly onto the servo, it would actually just snap the servo, and the same thing for this we were worried about. We did this so that if any weight or anything comes onto it, it actually just wobbles here, and it doesn't hugely affect this. Mm-hmm. It actually can save the servo.
What about these big gear sizes? Do you remember how that worked? You got a small one to a big one. Why did we do that?
We did that. Great torque, didn't we? Wasn't that it?
For greater rotation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Greater torque.
So like double the power would be put into less work, so it would be able to do a lot more work and.
Yeah, less speed, but a lot more work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of like the opposite of what you did here.
Yes, because this doesn't need to have huge power, but speed wasn't necessary for 30 seconds. Any other things to talk about, guys?
What's up with the electrical tape?
The electrical tape was, we were actually, last week we were at a scrimmage workshop, and another team came, a guy from another team said, oh guys, these things come off really easy just like that. And if that comes off, there's no power to your motor and your motor's dead. You program junk. Well, we actually need to get more, but he's like, here's electrical tape. You can put that so it won't fall off. So we actually ran out of it. He used all his electrical tape before we could actually get to this one. So we plan to do that, to put on there so we can make sure this doesn't because any robot, an arm could just come by and then either snap, crack, destroy the motor, or just have it pop off and then it wouldn't be able to do its job anymore. We did, what this used to be was just off, it was a smaller piece just right here, it was lower, and this motor was connected directly onto these, and it was a lower. We figured out that at the scrimmage workshop that it was too low, so we actually bumped it up, and then also this made it lower. So we had to do double the, put it up because we actually lost by doing this idea. And then we added structural supports.
Just this structurally, physically lower in the center.
Yeah. And then we are doing these crossbars to keep the robot stable, so nothing just pops apart and then the robot's just gone. You can't do anything after that. So we have these structural supports going this way to protect this from wobbling, so this doesn't fall out.
So trying to stiffen the frame.
Yep, just making it stiffer. Yeah. And we used to have this battery pack back here, like that. We thought right here, and of course we had the problem of this falling. This servo having to do too much work, so we put it back here. So it actually eases a lot of the work that servo has to do. Good job.
We are taking notes over all the events. Like last Saturday, we went to the. We went to the Gordon Cooper. We went to Gordon Cooper Technology Center out in Shawnee at the FTC robotic scrimmage, and we didn't get to play. We didn't actually get to scrimmage because we didn't have our remotes. What else? There's several things we didn't have, so we couldn't actually scrimmage. But we learned a lot of stuff. We took a lot of notes from the other teams and stuff. We had some of our PR people in sessions listening to the presentations, and then some of us were working on the actual robot. We didn't necessarily have to have all of our PR people in every session, so we had all of our people in them, so we could be multitasking like that. We also, right now, we're working on our video. We just
I made it about last week.
last week.
Just a brief description of what we've been doing.
And we have a YouTube channel where we put it on. All that kind of stuff. We're going to Facebook app, going to make t-shirts for the team, all sorts of stuff like that.
This is our code team. These guys are working on the code. So they can show you a little bit about the robots. Are you guys working on Robot C right now?
What?
You guys open Robot C?
We're actually working on a page to show.
We're working on a technical phosphate.
Well, yeah. So they're trying to get that going. She's been working so hard on it since Saturday when we got back. So all this week's from her.
He's like, oh no.
So she goes home and she works on it. She's here working on it.
And now it won't work.
So yesterday she thought she had it and it was going good, and today it wasn't.
It's there. Can I use your computer?
Yeah.
So much better on there.
Actually, we can get to that in a second. If you want to show them Robot C real quick, and then I wanted you guys to hear some of the stuff that you guys do. A little bit of what you guys do.
He's like, yeah.
What people are doing. He said he put 8 on there because you can make 8 run lighter than 7.
Really?
I didn't do it.
But this is Robot C. We use a lot of if and else statements and while loops.
Those are just the buttons.
Yeah, and this is just our joystick controller file. So we're gonna have 2 joysticks that attach to a computer, and then we go through a wireless network to our robot. So our robot will be connected over a wireless network. So it's like an actual Wi-Fi connection. And so we have to program the controllers to run the motors and the servos. Any of the motors and servos to work together, then we have to program them how they all work together. So the pressing 00 button causes which servos and motors to do what. So this is our joystick controller file that we've got right now.
And it so far works.
Well, you want to tell them about some of the stuff we've had it do?
That was the only real challenge we had, was the wiring for the robot. Because the program, it's the exact same as Lego Mindstorm. Not Lego Mindstorm, but the NXT.
Yeah.
So you basically just change the name of the motor, and that's pretty much it.
The challenge is we've had is like the servo goes by position. You program the servo to go to a certain position, and then you program the motors to go to power levels. So motor left, 0 power.
Yeah, it's really weird. The servo.
We've had to program dead zones into the controller because they get a little sticky right around the zeros, and 1 and 2 and 5, and that causes just a little drift. And so you have to program it to build a dead zone. So that's been kind of.
Yeah, and the servos are really weird. It's 0 to 255. I'd like to know where they came up with it.
Because that's 256 different positions.
55.
But including 0, that makes 256.
8 bits, and so the first bit position tells you if it's, they're like, it's just like a decimal number, but it's base 2. So base 2, you can only count between 0 and 1. Sounds kind of boring, but like if you count binary, you have like, say if you have like just a 3-bit number, you have like 000, that's 0, right? And then 1 is 001, and then 2 is 010. It's like, why? Well, because this bit right here represents the ones, this represents the twos, this represents the fours, and then you double it each time up.
Yeah.
So you gotta like play a little game if you wanna like figure out how to represent a number like 5 in what they call base 2, that's just binary. You gotta figure out, okay, so does 4 go into 5? Yeah. Okay, so what's left over? 1. So is there a 2 in there? No. There's a 1 in there, right? So it'd be 1 for the 4, plus 0 of the 2s, plus 1 of the 1s. So, yeah, 1, 0, 1. So now you have 4 plus 1 is 5. So that's how they represent 5 and base 2. So you can kind of play this game with base 10 too, right? Because we count from 0 to 9, and we throw 1 over the next bucket, that becomes 10. And then when we count up to 99, we throw 1 over in the next bucket, that becomes 100. Same thing's going on with base 2. You get to count to 1, and you got to roll over the next column.